Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. In honor of Maul and the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu movie, tonight's topics: best episode of Mandalorian, which ship should be turned into a ride next, and best character arc in all of Star Wars. Without further delay, grab your blue space macaroons and some pizza rolls as we board the brand new Razor Crest and head into a galaxy far, far away and right into the arena. In this corner, he's part man, part Muppet, wielding a double-sided mic stand. Give it up to the only Sith that can make the Emperor laugh. It's Darth Matt.
Hello, everyone.
And in the opposing corner, he's the Jar Jar Binks of cinephiles, who's actively campaigning for Animal Kingdom to swap out the anthropomorphic pigs with Ewoks. It's Pergron.
You know, Jar Jar's underrated. You like Jar Jar.
Coming at the hot takes right out the gate. Let's do this.
And of course, joining me on the Jedi Council, as it were, is Tiki and Joker's Wild.
Hi.
Yo.
That's how we doing
That's
tonight,
a very
fellas?
Star Wars thing to say.
Yeah, that's what they say in the Star Wars movies. That's what.
I was even ready to say bright suns, and then I just effed up and said hello.
Right,
so
right.
I'm right there.
When you
with
say
you.
it,
Yeah.
when you say it
I
like
mean,
Ewan
that's-
McGregor would say it, like, yo,
Yeah, that's half of a very famous Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yo.
yo there.
Oh, God.
Oh man. Oh, all right. So many regrets with my opening, my opening reading already. How are you,
We are
Dragon?
judging based on opening.
Okay, so it sounds like we're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So a little refresher on the rules for the new people joining us, as well as the new people maybe watching us. So we have 3 main rounds. The way it works is you reveal your pick, then you give your opening statement, and then it's a fight until you hear this sound. Familiar, ain't it? When R2 speaks, it's time to deliberate. The judges will vote on who made the more compelling argument. Whoever gets the most votes gets the point for the main round. Of course, at the end of 3 rounds, you both have earned a Beskar bounty, which in this case is a Beskar coin. Of course, you have the option to flip it. Lands heads, you could get a point. Lands tails, not so lucky, you risk losing a point. Oh, and if you don't flip, you have to give it to your opponent.
Wait. Let me give the visual demonstration just so people know how it works. There.
I don't know how.
Wow.
the-
Can you do that one more time?
Now you
All
see,
right,
a
go
coin
ahead.
has two sides, and you can flip it, and it could land on one of the 2 designs. I think they get the idea. So,
Look, we're
I'm
in
sorry,
the galaxy
can you more
far,
time?
far away. They could have more sides than that. We don't know.
Yeah.
anyway, okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That's beautiful.
So let's see. So after, okay. So anyway, also at the end of 3 rounds, we will enter the speed round, in which we also open the floor to audience questions. So yes, you, dear audience member, if you leave questions that are Star Wars themed, we'll be inclined to use them, and you get to judge who made the more compelling argument and who gets the point. Let's just I'll put it to you this way, folks. When we get to the speed round, the game changes tremendously. There's a timer. It's basically a race to 5 points, as is the objective of the whole game. First to 5 points wins. Gentlemen, do you understand these rules? I've explained them to you both here this fine evening.
Please go over it all again in a Wookiee for anyone listening.
My Wookiee's a little rusty. Like I just gargle Gershwin. I don't really.
It's crazy how short that language really makes things.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to assume that's a yes from both of you, and we're just going to move on.
It's a sure. I learned by doing. Let's go.
All right. All right. A man of decision. I love it.
Yes.
All right. Cue the randomizer. I'm going to assign who goes first and second through our 3 main rounds here. But in alphabetical order.
The top person is going to go first, which would be Pergron.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So that said, we are going to propel ourselves into round numero uno. What was the best episode of The Little Show That Could? The Mandalorian. Apologies, folks. We are doing the set dressing right now.
I'm doing the best I can. Leave me alone.
Pergron Vamp.
This is our use
wait,
of the
do I have to-
volume.
do I-
How many comedians do we have on this stream?
Yeah, and you
Okay.
fucking put it
Okay,
on me.
All right, let's see. I think we're.
Oh shit, we're in.
Yeah,
the
I
arena.
am not playing. We're going to see if we're going to be able to maybe,
I'm trying. No, this isn't gonna work. I'm sorry. I did my best. I'm not Jacob.
Well, he gave up in under 10 seconds. Record time. Okay.
I gave up because I don't want to stall the show with technical difficulties.
All right. Okay. Well, you saw what it could have looked like, folks. We're just going to move on from there. You get the idea. We know who's playing. We don't need to spoon feed our audience. How dare you insult the audience's intelligence, Tiki? What? How dare you insult our viewers?
All right.
How dare you insult Beth MC Murphy 47? How dare you do that?
By the way, that's Matt's wife. So when it comes to the speed
How
round,
dare you insult Matt's wife? She's rooting
Okay,
for
look,
him.
I'm just saying when it comes to the speed round, she's she can submit a question. She's not allowed to judge it, though. All right, just throwing that out there right now.
As someone who knows married people, I
She
feel like
could
that
hate
would
his
be,
guts. We don't know.
yeah, that would be very unfair.
We don't
because
know if it's a
obviously
happy
she would Go
marriage.
with my answer.
It could be a tepid marriage. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude! Wow. All right. Welcome
It's
to the show,
it's far
Matt.
from tepid. It's much more Mustafar than Hoth.
See, there
let's
you
just
go.
say.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
See, good for him.
That's right.
Oh
Anyway.
God. All right.
But that being
Round-
said, she is her own person. She
Yeah.
could easily agree with Colby's take on things, even though Colby's wrong. But
He only
That's-
needs to be right twice, my friend.
yeah.
often
And then
the
Tiki,
case,
I would
honestly.
refer you to 1917. Women are allowed to vote now. So
Very fair. Very fair. You got me there. All right.
Okay, so let's see who has what. Pergron.
I went with the season finale of season 2, The Rescue.
Not the trap, the rescue.
The Rescue.
Oh my
All right.
God, that's such a deep cut reference.
How often do I get to use that reference? Let's be honest.
Anyways.
Okay, Matt.
I went with the correct choice. Season 1, episode 4, Sanctuary.
All right, going with the Quasimodo response. All right. All right. Pergron, opening statement.
Yeah, so I went with the episode that famously made everybody's favorite Star Wars YouTuber, Star Wars Theory, someone who's never had a bad opinion ever, made him cry on a live stream. And if that's what you're gonna do when you're Disney Star Wars, that means you're a pretty fucking good episode, because that guy hates everything. No, this brings about the culmination of the 2 good seasons of The Mandalorian. It's the perfect series finale. It's a good thing they never made anything beyond that. It brings back a beloved character, a character that we haven't seen since the 1980s in Luke Skywalker. It brings back characters from Matt's episode in the canceled Cara Dune character. It brings back all kinds of characters. You got Bo-Katan in there. You got the Fennec Shand in there. You got the Grogu. You got these awesome little Darth robot thing guys, the Dark Troopers or whatever they're called. It's like an action-packed episode, and it is the perfect culmination in Mando and Grogu's story, and whatever came after it should not take away that this is the way it should have ended. And it, for what it is an emotional ending. It is the perfect ending. And it is just overall a really good episode of television.
All right, Matt.
Well, my opponent is correct. It was a good episode of television. But you know what was a great episode of television? Season 1, Episode 4, Sanctuary. We were still just getting to know this show and understand its tone. And here we come in strong with Jon Favreau's tributes to the influence of George Lucas. We've got a story that is just a beautiful reimagining of the Seven Samurai, the Magnificent Seven, and of course the Three Amigos. 3 movies that all influenced a young George Lucas as he crafted the world of Star Wars. Unlike The Rescue, The Sanctuary contains solely original characters that carry the plot. They introduce us to Cara Dune, the idea of a rebel shock trooper that fought in the Battle of Endor. And it does not rely on member berries or fan service or the uncanny valley of Mark Hamill's face to tell a fantastic story. It's also the first episode directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, who set the tone, who set the tradition of talking directly to Grogu when giving direction, and really sparked the entire production staff's treatment of Grogu as his own entity. Also, this episode brings us most of the Grogu memes, the pushing of the buttons on the Razor Crest, the frog in the mouth with the legs sticking out, the Lothcat encounter, sipping of the soup. And we do start to see the father-son bond build between Mando and Grogu, who we only know yet as the mysterious The Kid. Later on, there's the segment where they face an AT-ST, and the way that they presented and what it would be like to run across one of these robotic chicken monsters on the ground level is just so perfect. You never even see the pilots. You just see the vehicle itself as this hulking beast. The episode is just fantastic. To me, that's the one that hooked me. It's the episode that I would show people when they weren't sure what the Mandalorian was about. And it was successful every time. Fantastic episode. I submit humbly to you, revered judges and beloved chatbots, Season 1, Episode 4, Sanctuary. Best episode of Mandalorian.
All right, boys. Time to fight it out.
All right. I also really liked your episode when it was called The Seven Samurai, directed by Akira Kurosawa. I liked your episode when it was called The Magnificent Seven, and I even liked your episode when it was set on the jungle planet of Felucia, starring my favorite Star Wars character of all time, Hondo Ohnaka. That is correct. This is the second time in a serialized Star Wars program that this exact same story has been done. And it's the weaker version because you don't have a quote as amazing as "this effort is no longer profitable." Your episode's fine. It's a good introduction to a character that we don't really know. It's a good way to take Grogu from just being, the MacGuffin to now being the most annoying meme thing this side of the Minions. It's a good establishing episode. It establishes plot threads like the Mandalorian can't take off his helmet because. It establishes plot threads like the Mandalorian does not want to be seen eating soup because. And of course, my favorite plot thread, the Mandalorian might have a crush on this girl. These are all great plot threads that, of course, get followed up throughout the series. Meanwhile, my episode is the emotional culmination in something that is like characters that we have grown to love. And it has that action-packed moment. It has fighting the Dark Troopers, which are something pulled right out of Legends. So the Legends people love it. It's something that they are tough. You get the dark saber. You get the Mandalorian besting his opponent in Moff Gideon and claiming the dark saber. These are all like just beloved, iconic moments. And does it rely on member berries? I will say more so than your episode, in that it includes Star Wars things. But your episode, the issue with it is the member berries are just for Kurosawa's much better works. I don't even think your episode's the best in season 1. Is kind of my biggest issue with it. I struggle to say that the best episode is ultimately just a filler episode tribute to better projects. Where this one, you get Luke Skywalker swinging a lightsaber. He's cutting down some baddies. That's what people want. This is a Dave Filoni glup shitto kind of show now. It's what it was always about to become, because Dave Filoni is completely incapable of not inserting all of his favorite like self-inserts into a show. And it's done in a way that isn't annoying. It isn't in your face. It is respectful of the characters. You are welcome to jump in, by the way. You don't have to let me just monologue. This is
okay, great.
This is the debate part now.
Okay, we can go back and forth. Well, I mean, your points are very interesting. They're all wrong, but they're very good. In terms of the originality of the episode, I do understand that we have seen the story before, as I pointed out in my opening statement, but it was a tribute, just like episodes 1 and 2 were tributes to both the samurai film and the Western film about, the outlaw finding a child and protecting it. This was Jon Favreau's way of returning us to the core Star Wars that those of us grew up with the original trilogy, a story in space that still had the elements and the style and the plot lines and the architecture and mask costume design of the Japanese and Western films that inspired George Lucas when he made Star Wars. So the show is called The Mandalorian. The show is not called Luke Skywalker swinging a lightsaber. And to bring Luke Skywalker in, and if we want to talk about failed plot lines, to take Grogu away and to have that resolved in another show that isn't even The Mandalorian, like you said, if this was the final episode, right? What a great cliffhanger. But unfortunately, it ended up leading to nothing. And we can blame Kathleen Kennedy versus Jon Favreau for that. But whereas this, I want to call this episode a filler. We see the bond form between Grogu and Mando has the possible choice to settle down and start a family. And by the way, with the beautiful and amazing Julia Jones, the best Native American actress since Tantu Cardinal. Absolutely amazing casting that they got her. The bond that forms between them, and then the overarching plot of the first half of season 1, which is there is a bounty on Grogu's head and he's got to protect Grogu from these bounty hunters. And even on the backwater planet of Sargon, they're not safe, even though they got to be for a few precious weeks together.
I think it would be a more interesting, like, just episode of TV if they fleshed out any of that, though. Like, you get Cara Dune, and she is set up as kind of an interesting idea, and it ends up just being like a poorly acted wrestler character or MMA fighter. I don't know what she actually did before she turned to work for Ben Shapiro. But
MMA, please don't say anything unkind about the American Gladiator reboot with Hulk Hogan, please. She was amazing in that.
But she's not even like a character in this. She's just kind of there. Same thing with all of the villager characters. They're kind of just there to set up that this is going to be a Seven Samurai. And that's kind of all it ends up being. Like, we don't follow Mando's like push and pull, and we never return to this character. Yes, we see Luke come in, and then in another show it gets taken away. And that's the fault of that other show not knowing what they were doing with Boba Fett. This had the opportunity. He literally settles down at the end of or at the beginning of season 3. He's literally on a planet with Grogu, literally living together. They could have returned to this plotline, but it wasn't fleshed out enough. It wasn't something that anyone really cared to explore. And I think that there's a better episode showing the bond between Mando and Grogu, and it's the episode right before where he goes in and infiltrates the Imperial base and gets Grogu back from the amazing Werner Herzog. I agree with you, Code Geass. He's literally one of my favorite people on the planet.
I would like to touch the baby.
Which is the best meme that comes out of the show, by the way. We're talking memes. I would like to see the baby is the best one. But I think that you have a good tribute that was unfortunately just not fleshed out well enough, where at the point that we're in, and maybe it's the ability of being a season finale, but we get a lot of the buildup from the season. We get the glup shittos that people kind of want, and it is exciting. Yes, member berries in Star Wars have become pretty annoying at this point, but at the time of Mando season 2, we hadn't really been over inundated with Star Wars. We had just finished the sequel trilogy, but that's all we had really gotten. We hadn't had anything like Rebels in years. We were well ahead of Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi and The Acolyte and whatever else came down the line. This was at a point where this was still exciting. I actually remember Joker's call out. I remember Joker's posting very ironically about how excited he was Bib Fortuna showed up at the end of my episode.
You keep me out of
that post very vividly. It's the culmination, and it's being a Star Wars fan and seeing your hero that you grew up with in this new universe, and it felt like EU Star Wars for a moment. It kind of took the bad taste of the sequel trilogy out of your mouth, and you're like, this is fucking Star Wars. And I think it pays tribute to Star Wars that came before it, just like yours pays tribute to the influences. Mine paid tribute to Star Wars.
See, I think there's a difference between tribute and reusing. And like, for instance, R2-D2 is my favorite Star Wars character of all time. And I was not excited when he showed up at the end to rely on known characters. And we have, oh my goodness, I'm totally blanking on her name. Katie Sackhoff's character, who came in from the Clone Wars and from Rebels, Bo-Katan, excuse me, and then Luke, and then Bib Fortuna at the end of the episode. Whereas Sanctuary it relied on all new characters, and with new characters comes questions and comes mysteries. Who is Cara Dune? Will we see her again? Did anyone notice did everyone catch during the first time watching that she's got a teardrop rebellion tattoo? Like, how badass is that? The Sanctuary set up for more to happen, but without a solid foundation, we wouldn't have gotten as many people committed to the rest of season 1 and to a season 2 as would have happened with a weaker episode. And we wouldn't have gotten to a point where Dave Filoni was able to, tie together all his different little time threads and make make his noose of storytelling timelines tighter for him and future Star Wars storytellers. Yep, go ahead.
I think one of my big things is Cara Dune's better in my episode than she is in your episode, because partially, yes, we've had a little more time with her, but also she actually gets to do something in my episode. She gets to help take out these Imperial warlords where, yes, they fight an ATST, but it's just pirates. It's just pirates. There's not the stakes there that there is at the end of this, where the Imperials are going to be Imperials again. This is you get to see her take out stormtroopers. You get to see her go out and take over the bridge and help Katie Sackhoff, who is just Katie Sackhoff at this point, and help Ming-Na Wen and these. I'm just saying actor names now, but help them take over this ship. And I don't want to harp on Luke because I don't think it's the best part of the episode. I think it's just kind of a cherry on top of a really action-packed, exciting episode. And I mean, more props to you for not getting excited seeing R2. I saw R2 and I was like, "That's fucking R2D2, motherfucker!" I was stoked. I love R2D2.
Okay, that's it.
All right, there the motherfucker is.
Yep. Can I just say real quick that the Fennec Shand,
no,
Katie
you can't.
Sackhoff,
No.
Women get stuff done. Like, come on. Okay, yeah, I'm not saying it. Don't worry. I'll keep it to myself. I won't say it out loud.
Thank you.
I do have a separate chat going with my Disney nerd friends who are listening right now, and my wife is relieved, Colby, that at least we agree on the best meme. Werner Herzog brings people together. Sorry, Dragon. I yield my time.
All right. Okay, so what a round! All right, so we're just gonna judge it. We're gonna judge it now. Tiki, who you voting?
Yeah, no, this was really, really good for sure. Matt, I think you were definitely very thoughtful with the influences and stuff like that. Very interesting, kind of unconventional choice. At the end of the day, though, I think that Pergron just kind of dinged you in too many directions. Like, I think one of his bigger points is that, you've got the fact that it is very much just kind of like this standalone thing where nothing really comes of it. I honestly think one of the killer points is that the episode before your episode is a lot more memorable. Like, it's honestly far from being the most memorable episode in season 1. And I think Pergron just did a really good job of, fighting for what was going to be the biggest weakness of his episode, which was the member berries, and really kind of like making it a strength and arguing for it to be a strength. So very good first attempt, Matt. Absolutely a noble effort, but my point is going to go to Pergron.
All right. Jokers.
Yeah, I agree with Tiki. This was very close, and I think that you both had some fantastic points. But I think I also have to go with Pergron. He just had a couple more points that resonated with me over Matt, unfortunately.
Not that my vote counts at this point, but I also was leaning towards Pergron. So clean sweep for Pergron in round 1.
Right.
Congrats.
Don't get cocky.
Yeah, Mom. Yeah, we won.
Yeah. Don't worry, he got the couch. He's fine. All right, that brings us to any other comments we want to shout out before moving on to round 2?
Yeah, we got quite a few comments actually. Let me run through some. Let's see. We have.
I do want to give a shout out to CG Anime Fan that the first episode is an incredibly solid choice. The only problem is that you don't get Grogu until the very end. But it
is a monolithic shot we get of Grogu, though.
But does the show really need
yes.
him? Do we need Grogu?
Shot. Yeah, do we need Grogu?
I think the marketing department might have a word with you on that one.
Is the guy asking this the one that said Jar Jar is underrated? Because then I'll allow. Okay, all right, yeah.
I don't disagree with Pergron, but I did not say.
All right, so we got let's see, we got Teresa Madame. Hope I'm saying that right. Saying Darth Matt dropping the knowledge. Lexi Fuller saying women do get shit done. Indeed.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Even though Tiki won't let them vote.
oh my God, you're not gonna let me.
No. Tiki just won't let his wife vote.
Boo! I agree with Darth Matt. So you got your
Tiki
fans, Matt. You got your
Tiki
fans.
just hates marriage. That's all.
Oh, okay.
That's actually like not entirely.
I feel like he hates the whole construct. He hates everything. Just let
Tiki is old Jedi dogma.
All right.
Right.
Next month's debate: marriage, yay or nay?
What
I'm like
bad
the
old married
asexual.
couples.
I'm like the asexual Jedi who's just like exiled himself.
So Tiki's gonna have really pointed views about The Boys season 5. We're not gonna get there yet.
He's probably never going to finish The Boys at this
Yeah,
point.
I was gonna say I'm probably never gonna get there, honestly.
Right. Just doesn't seem worth it. It seems like a Game of Thrones situation where it's like the longer it goes on, the more. Anyways, this is not
Anyway, on to more Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Star Wars.
You're welcome,
Nothing
Little
but
Blue. I brought it through.
And so round number 2.
All right.
Which ship and or vehicle should be turned into a ride at Galaxy's Edge next? Pergron.
All right, I went with the HAVW A6 Republic Juggernaut, also known as the Clone Turbo Tank.
All right. Matt.
I went with the Swoop Bike, also known as the Swoop.
All right, Pergron. Why's yours better?
Yeah, so the big issue a lot of people have with Galaxy's Edge at this current point in time is they don't like the sequels, and it made it all the sequels. And so Disneyland is kind of rectifying that a little bit by making some of it sequels and some of it original trilogy. And I think that's a good first step. I'm not a sequels hater. I've said it before. But I think it's a good first step to tie in other time periods. And one time period that I would love to see as a kid who grew up in the 2000s, and that's the prequel trilogy. I think that, say what you will about the quality of those movies, the storyline and the time frame are beloved. And a lot of it comes from things like the Clone Wars being genuinely good pieces of material. But also some of it comes from like the excitement of having all these really fun looking vehicles. And one of those vehicles is the Republic Juggernaut Clone Turbo Tank. Now, how would this work as a Galaxy's Edge thing? I fear that the Galaxy's Edge attraction lineup is going to always be either we do a roller coaster with some sort of ship like a TIE fighter, we do a simulator, or we do whatever the fuck Rise of the Resistance is trying to do. With a turbo tank, you have a totally unique style of vehicle that you can play with something like an EMV attraction. For those who don't know, that's the dinosaur or Indiana Jones attraction format. And you could have this like bumpy thing tying into a prequel era. Now, if we don't want to go prequel era, the Juggernaut appears in The Mandalorian in the episode where Bill Burr helps infiltrate a Imperial base. So if you really don't want to go prequels and you're like, no, we don't want to touch that, you can still utilize this vehicle in a time frame that is being explored in the Galaxy's Edge timeline. And you could do it in a way that is just an absolutely unique style of attraction that you wouldn't think of and would really help diversify the offerings at Galaxy's Edge. So yeah, I think the Juggernaut is a pretty amazing option.
All right, Matt.
I completely agree with Colby about getting back to vehicles, to lore, to characters from days past, from the days of our youth. And my youth, Colby, begins just a little bit before yours. In the late 90s, pre-prequels, post-special edition, where we had some amazing Star Wars universe material called Shadows of the Empire and Knights of the Old Republic. Both of those featured the vehicle, the swoop bike, to the point that the book Shadows of the Empire had a soundtrack with a composed track that for the swoop bike that lined up with reading the chapter about the swoop bike chase that happens as Dash Rendar is trying to recover Han Solo's carbonite body. There is already a swoop bike in Galaxy's Edge, so a lot of people might walk by it and wonder, hey, what is this thing? And I do agree about the idea for a different type of innovative ride completely. However, I think we can agree that the last form of innovation was the Indiana Jones ride. Like when that came out, the question was, how can it possibly get better than this? And then the trackless Ratatouille, Mickey's Runaway Railway, and of course Rise of the Resistance gave us that answer about how it can get better. And just as Rise of the Resistance starts as shitty Star Tours, and then suddenly you are on a trackless ride that then drives onto Tower of Terror and drops you, the idea I would have for this is that it starts out in a simulator. You hop on the bike and you're going through what is essentially like Flight of Passage. And then the screens open up and it turns out that your bike is on a track and the second half of the ride is like Radiator Racers. And so you'll get with, and the music, the soundtrack is already there thanks to Shadows of the Empire. We get to have characters like Cobb Vanth, who got into a laser rifle measuring contest with Mando in the first episode of season 2. We've got Dash Rendar from Shadows of the Empire. We have whoever the hell the main character of Knights of the Old Republic is. They can be walking around, add to the fun IP of the character meet and greets. The dads my age get to tell the kids their age who Dash Rendar is and why he's cool. And we've got a new form of innovative ride that starts with a big sweeping simulator through the canyons of Batuu and then opens up to a side-by-side race to win among all of the racers, all of the swoop racers already on their bikes. So I humbly submit to you the swoop bikes as the attraction that is needed in Galaxy's Edge.
All right, boys, fight it out. Remember, don't be afraid to, Matt, a little piece of advice. Don't be afraid to really insult Pergron. He has no feelings. It's okay.
Well, I did want to start by saying you can't be totally or absolutely unique. You either are one of a kind or you're not. So I do agree that there needs to be a unique ride. Totally unique is an unnecessary term. Did we get started there? Are we good?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, cool.
So I love your concept. I think
Thank you. I do too. It's great. It's the winner.
I agree. No, it's great.
Yeah, he agrees, everybody. All right. Call it, Dragon.
I'm gonna concede that, but there's one issue, and there's one pretty glaring issue, and that's the vehicle you chose. Because for an attraction like that, and while I will not dispute the coolness of Dash Rendar, a character that I am very not familiar with outside of nerd, what I will say is that the familiarity of a racing in Star Wars in an attraction like yours is built perfectly for pod racing. And I think that having swoop bikes as a race attraction is a huge miss where pod racing is right there. So I think that if you had picked pod racer and then pitched your attraction, I probably would have conceded right then and there. I probably been like, no, you totally got me there. But
I think pod racing is definitely something to consider. However, you have to understand that everyone who wasn't a child when the prequels came out do not give a shit about pod racing. No one above the age of 17 bought the Xbox Star Wars pod racer game when it came out. Yeah, it was great for kids, but you know what we had? The speeder bike, and then the swoop bike was the next evolution of that. Instead of going in a straight line through redwood trees, suddenly you were able to go up and down and in different depths and heights through the canyons of Tatooine in the case of Shadows of the Empire, or whatever underground crime syndicate world you were in Knights of the Old Republic, or again over the dunes of Tatooine with Cobb Vanth and his giant, long, throbbing swoop bike.
With
that
a
was for my
pod
wife.
racer engine on it, might I add. With a pod racer engine on it. Look, I'm not going to dispute the fact that in the 90s, swoop bikes were cool. They feel very 90s. I'll give you that. If you were to ask me, someone who was born in the late 90s, but if you were to ask me, hey, describe a Star Wars thing that sounds 90s, I'd be like, yeah, swoop bike. That's 90s. But if we're talking about in universe, right, which Galaxy's Edge loves to be in universe, for better or worse, I think that pod racing at this point has become such an established thing. What love Phantom Menace or not, everyone agrees that's the best part of that movie outside of maybe the Darth Maul fight.
Can I just point out that he's taking time to argue for pod racing instead of the vehicle that he chose?
No, I'm arguing against yours because you had a better option there. Mine, there's not a better option because if you want a tank, your options in Star Wars are AT-AT, which God, if you could figure that one out, you get the Nobel Peace Prize. And then the Juggernaut is this bouncing, moving, very dynamic. It can literally, the turrets can spin on it. This is something that you could very easily turn into an attraction where you are hijacking this vehicle and you are storming into a base. Or you can go with the Clone Wars era of you are now kind of Helldivers doing it, and you're joining a legion going up against the Separatists.
Judges and people in the chat, what's cooler, a big lumbering tank or a bike that is going at high speeds in real life? A big
lumbering tank that spins and does little circles, or a little bike that someone fixes a pod racer engine to make it cooler. Look, the clone turbo tank or the Juggernaut, if you nasty, this is a vehicle that is so ingrained in Star Wars lore that the Empire kept using it because this shit's so cool and so effective. It can go over the terrain, but let's talk attraction, right? Here's the attraction for it. You are taking, you pointed out Ratatouille as kind of the evolution of the Indiana Jones issue. The issue with that is Ratatouille fucking sucks, and trackless rides like that fucking suck. If those are the evolution of such an iconic attraction style, then we failed that attraction style. This gives the opportunity to take that EMV and utilize it in a better system. It would be very easy to innovate and combine that kind of motion style with more of a trackless kind of free ranging thing. And I think that's how you make a trackless better, is by adding those abilities for movement. The story opportunities are endless here too. You can take this thing and you can be on the good guy's side, you can be on the bad guy's side, you can be hijacking, you can be fighting droids, you can be fighting stormtroopers. It doesn't matter.
You could be on a swoop bike and doing your own thing, right? For all the Mandalorian bounty hunters out there, right? That don't need to necessarily go with one side or the other. You could also customize the bike ahead of time, maybe have the option for the little the young millennials out there to slap a pod race engine onto the top of their swoop
back up the line like Test Track did for fucking years.
But I understand about your need to improve upon a ride style from the 90s, but mine is incorporating two of the newer innovations, the Flight of Passage, which many people agree is one of the most innovative rides in Florida, and Radiator Racers, one of the newer rides that still continue to this day, has 2 to 3 to 4 hour lines because of its popularity and its amazing innovation. So mine is, I'm already ahead of the curve in terms of technology.
Okay, done.
Yes.
All right, Jokers.
Yeah. So I think you guys got a little caught up in being Star Wars fans, and you both went kind of obscure, which is great.
You picked the right debate, to be fair.
Sorry?
They said they picked the right debate for that, to be fair.
No, you're
Yes.
right. I absolutely agree, but I think it's a problem when half the debate is defending something that neither of them chose.
I was
I'll
not
just
defending
say,
the
I
pod
have
racer.
the
I
Lego
was
No, I
not.
know you were.
I also
Not,
wanna
not
point
wizard,
out-
guys,
on
not
my
wizard.
shelf. Right
Rise of
next to me.
Resistance is an Imperial prison transport. Like, who was clamoring for an Imperial prison transport? And its line to ride on an Imperial transport is always 12 to 20 times longer than to get on the Millennium fucking Falcon. Okay, so the obscurity doesn't matter. It's how you present it.
So, that being said, you're right. I agree.
Thank
But
you.
that being said, I think I preferred Pergron's idea, but I think Matt had the better arguments. So I'm gonna give it to Matt.
Thank you.
All right. I, too, will give Matt the point.
Thank you.
Tiki, what say you, just for the heck of it?
Yeah, weirdly enough, I'm kind of landing the opposite. Like, I actually prefer Matt's idea. Like, I really like the idea of like starting out in a flight of passage mode and then kind of like the ride breaking out from there. I really did like Pergron's arguments, though. I think one of the best arguments he made, and maybe this is just me being biased because I've had trackless dark rides break down on me way too many times when I've been in line for them. But like, I kind of agree with Jokers that like I would like to see a next generation EMV and not just like, hey, let's just keep adding to the trackless format. Because honestly, I think Disney's getting a little bit complacent with the like just doing a trackless dark ride for everything. And I just think EMV is a lot more of a unique ride vehicle. So in that respect, I would have gone Pergron. It would have been close. It was another back and forth. But Matt, I definitely think you deserve the point here. So good job.
All right,
If
clean
it
sweep for Matt.
If it matters, I would have given the point to Matt.
Thank you,
Clean
Colby.
sweep for a swoop.
Like, I wanted this swoop bike ride for a long time. I wasn't just arguing today. I was arguing on behalf of my life.
For what it's worth, Pergron, I did really love your proposal, though. Like the the turbo tank, and I love that episode of Mando. It was like, oh my god, that's such a great ride.
That was great. It
Yeah, no,
was
I
a
also
wonderful
love my
match of
idea.
obscurity with me too.
He just said flight of passage to Radiator Springs Racer, and I go, fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out a way to turn this against him. Pod racing.
Boo.
Okay, so I think we have some colorful comments we might want to showcase here.
Okay, so Beth says everyone loves a claustrophobic ride. So I
Yes.
actually have a story. Matt, are you familiar? I don't know if you've been to Epcot to do Mission Space, but are you familiar with Mission Space?
Is that the one where there's two? It's the only attraction that has no lids on the trash cans around it because people vomit
Yes.
so much.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So and are you familiar with how claustrophobic those ride vehicles are?
No.
Oh, they are very claustrophobic. It's literally like being shoved into a closet. And the last time I was on it, I got broken down for like 20 minutes, and it was not great. So yeah, love me a claustrophobic ride.
Yeah. And how are you going to see the cool turbine spinning if you're stuck inside this thing? It's okay. I won. Sorry, Colby. I shouldn't give you the punch as you fall.
Okay, Beth says, swoop, there it is.
This is Tiki making it for the fact he doesn't like Beth, but
Jesus Christ! Wow. Okay. You all know that's
she's not good enough to judge the speed ride, apparently. But,
Well,
How about
excuse me
Jennifer
for trying to for trying not to get bias into the judging. I mean, like, anyways.
Hasn't stopped us before.
Boy.
Shout out to Jennifer74 for loving Dash Rendar. And on behalf of one of my friends, I just want to point out that it's been 1,557 days since we last saw Cobb Vanth.
Yeah, so speaking of which, I wanted to highlight. I found this comment kind of adorable, but then it kind of went a little strange during the actual debate itself. Beth saying Cobb Vanth with hearts. I found that so adorable. But then Matt's description of Cobb Vanth's ride, that was it was maybe a little too erotic. I don't know. It was a little strange.
The Oliphant is on her list, let's just say.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Maybe
yeah.
the Oliphant's on my list.
I take it you guys love binge watching Santa Clarita Diet, don't you?
And Justified, yes, indeed.
Yeah, that is the winning combination. All right. So let's see. Okay, I think we got it. All right. Okay, let's move on to round 3. So right now it's tied up 1-1. Not for long though. Round 3. Who had the best character arc in all of Star Wars? All of it. Pergron.
Goes the Doctor.
Yeah. I went with Cyril Karn from the series Andor.
Maddie.
I went with Darth Maul.
All right. All right, Pergron, whenever you're ready.
All right. Cyril Karn starts our series as this sniveling little shit who he literally is tailoring his outfit. That is how much of a little stick in the fucking mud, stick up his ass, wannabe little fascist baby that this man is. This is a man who seeks nothing but the approval of those above him so that he too may one day rise to the top of the pyramid so that he may be also one of the greatest fascists on the planet, all in the galaxy, all in the name of order. And we see this begin an arc of revenge and vengeance and trying to build himself by inserting himself into places that he isn't, all throughout season 1, to the point that by the end of the season, he saves Dedra Meero from a riot, and he then inserts himself into her life. And then by the second season, we see he is now actively in a romantic relationship with her. He is finding himself being put onto really important projects. And one of those projects ends up sending him to the planet Gorman, where he is now supposed to be a spy for the Empire and trying to kind of weed out fellow enemies of the Empire and rebels in Gorman. And he now has to take that plot line of him. He's there trying to do that, and he begins to form a bond with these Gorman fighters and starts to see their plight, but still in that part of his mind, he wants law and order. He is the perfect puppet for fascism to take root because he does not see the overwhelming evidence that the Empire is actively setting this up. We then follow as Cyril Karn forms this relationship with these people, but still thinks that he is doing the right thing and thinks the Empire is doing the right thing because they're only going after the bad guys. And we see this until the beginning of the Gorman massacre, where Cyril Karn is now finally put on to the idea that his girlfriend, the person he is supposed to love and trust, is actually working, and the Empire, the one that he has fought for and has almost given his life for, this order, this sense of structure, is now actually the bad guys, maybe? And he sees this, and he finally has a change of heart. Tony Gilroy himself says this is the moment that he could have been the ultimate rebel hero. And then he sees Cassian Andor, the man he's been hunting since the beginning. He cannot get vengeance out of his mind. He goes there against all else. He puts up a really good fight. He almost fucking kicks Cassian's ass. And at the end of his arc, we see the man who has sought nothing but approval, has sought nothing but power, has sought nothing but law and order, hunting the man who started his trajectory of a downward spiral, look him in the eyes and say, "Who are you?" before getting a blaster bolt to the head. That, my friends, is an arc of somebody who finally is able to see the light after horrible, horrible things and gets the perfect ending. Cyril Karn is the best written character in all of Star Wars. No stop.
Matt?
Friends, Ewoks, Mandalorians, lend me your ears. I come to bury Maul, not to praise him. Maul's arc is a story of vengeance. Revenge against the Jedi Order who decimated his people. Revenge against the Jedi Padawan who cut him in twain. Revenge against the Sith Lord who cast him out, humiliated him, and murdered his brother. Revenge against the worst of scum and villainy who populate the underworld of the Outer Rim. While his resolve never alters course, his evolution as a brilliant tactician, boldly playing three-dimensional hollow chess while the Republic and the emerging Empire are playing checkers. On his non-stop quest for revenge, Maul changed the fate of the entire galaxy. First, he murders Qui-Gon Jinn, the one Jedi who openly defied and questioned the Jedi Order. Jinn could have been the voice of reason, as the Jedi ignored the shadowy orchestrations of Darth Sidious, which led to the collapse of democracy and the rise of imperial fascism. Next, Maul's actions as a crime lord led to the civil war on Mandalore, making the warrior planet weak and ready for the calling upon which the Empire brought it. Then, he single-handedly destroyed an Imperial cruiser, allowing Ahsoka Tano the distraction she needed to escape Order 66 and become a key fulcrum for the rebel cells that would eventually topple the evil empire. And additionally, he restructured the criminal organization Crimson Dawn into a galaxy-spanning network of criminals, rogues, and spies, building the Dawn into an effective weapon against Sidious's empire, setting up his successor, Kira, to supply the Bothans with the plans to the second Death Star, leading to the end of Darth Sidious and Vader in the Battle of Endor. For decades, he stayed true to himself, his mission, his goals, and his beliefs. And at Maul's end, by the hand of the man who tried to kill him nearly half a century prior, he allows himself to be held by his enemy, one of the main sources of his rage and thirst for vengeance. And he realizes that his sworn enemy, Kenobi, has been watching over the young Tatooine farm boy who will bring balance. His lifelong vengeance turns to peace and hope. Darth Maul, his arc, which spanned decades, is the greatest character arc in the Star Wars universe.
All right, let's cue Duel the Fates and hash this one out.
All right, so the biggest issue with Maul is that he doesn't have a character arc. Maul goes decades doing the exact same thing he has always done. Darth Maul is all about revenge. At no point in his story do we see him change as a person. Darth Maul begins the story as a Sith acolyte or Sith apprentice who is actively seeking revenge against the Jedi. He ends the story as a Sith or a former Sith who is actively seeking revenge against the Jedi and now the Sith. All he does is he piles on enemies. Now, I'm not saying that Darth Maul isn't the best aura farmer in all of Star Wars. All right, Darth Maul looks cool. I think Sam Witwer is a phenomenal actor, and I really like the Darth Maul show that just came out. But saying that he has the best character arc is like saying R2-D2 has the best character arc. It's just not. There's no arc there.
I do want to say I would have said R2-D2 had the best character arc had he not been a fucking iPhone charger for all of The Force Awakens. If we want to talk about failure, let's talk about Cyril Karn, right? He's unable to find Andor for years. And how does he finally find Andor? By tripping over his own dick into Andor in a crowd where their paths just happen to cross. And is he able to kill Andor? No. He is unable to kill a man who has no idea who he is because he is shot dead by a guy who believes in nonviolence more than anyone else on that planet.
Which is such a good Ark, you just made my point brilliantly for me. This is a man where yours is a man who is sought on revenge, and all he thinks about is revenge, and does not have any other character besides I need revenge. I want to kill Kenobi, and now I want to kill Palpatine, and now I want to kill Count Dooku, and I want to kill General Grievous, and I want to kill Pre Vizsla, and I want to kill everybody who wants to who exists. Now I want to kill the Pikes, and I want to kill the blah blah blah. Your guy is all about revenge, and I'm not saying that Cyril doesn't seek revenge, but Cyril he is on the cusp. He goes through character changes of wanting to be a sniveling fascist to then realizing the harm that his acts and his actions have caused, and is finally on the precipice of that discovery when the one thing he has always sought, that revenge that he has always sought, the thing that kick-started his story, is exactly what ends him. Cyril Karn begins the story. The reason he wants to be a fascist is because he wants to be known. He wants to have that order. He's not even seeking like power. He's seeking order. He really thinks he is the good guy in his story. Where Maul does not think he's the good guy. Maul
believes that Maul is the avenging angel for his people, and yes, he does keep adding on to the list. I because he is fueled by rage and hate, because that's what powers the dark side. I believe that there is a strong character in someone who holds steadfast to their beliefs, that doesn't blink. And Maul had many different times to blink. His understanding of the Force does change over time. His thirst for vengeance does not until the very end, when he's being cradled by his arch nemesis, Kenobi. It's so hard not to scream that name when I say it. And he is finally, after almost 50 years, able to find peace. That is a beautiful arc. The fact that it took 50 years for him to finally reach what he needed, and he never stopped striving for it. That's like Odysseus. Odysseus never stopped having hubris, never stopped trying to get home. I mean, except for like the 5 years he was fucking Circe on that island, but that's another. We're not debating.
We'll Greek find mythology. Out about that come July. Don't worry.
Yeah. After the marriage debate of June, and so I think there is a strength and a high quality, and I ask the judges to consider also that not faltering and changing in your beliefs, but evolving as a person, as a tactician, as a leader. Because and the way that he just slowly pulled the strings from all different sides of the Outer Rim to bring together this criminal element that would eventually secretly help the rebellion topple the Empire and achieve his goal of revenge, that ended up just also freeing billions of people throughout the galaxy. That is not something to be overlooked, and not something to just characterize as vengeance. Arya Stark, another character, completely
a character
with
a famously beloved
has a list that she keeps adding to, right? And we're not talking about season 7 of Game of Thrones either, but the Arya Stark of the books, we don't know what happens yet, but we do know what happens with Maul. And he even changes as a Sith Lord along the way to become a more compassionate teacher to Ezra, to the young.
That way, and then he blinds Ezra's master. He force pushes. Spoilers, by the way. He force pushes the new girl. I forgot her name. Drea something. Anyway. Force pushes her master. He's the same character. He has always been the same character. And I'm not saying that's an uninteresting character. I'm saying he doesn't have an arc. Darth Maul is always going to be the guy where his literal first lines is, "At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have our revenge." He is just revenge. It is revenge 100% with this guy. And he never gets beyond that. And I think part of it is kind of going to one of my favorite arguments of all time. Is it more tragic that you have no control over your destiny, or if you have control over your destiny? And I think Maul is a great example of just not having control, because as the theme that has become associated with him is Duel of the Fates, Darth Maul is all about, it's just his fate. It seems like he has no no ability to make these choices. Where Cyril
Well, let's
Karn
talk about that.
has
Maul
the
is
opportunity.
Maul is a cautionary tale because
So is Cyril Karn. Cyril Karn is the cautionary tale.
No,
of
I don't believe so
do
because of
not
how
work
it pays
for the
off.
do
Maul
not work
is
for the Force
Maul
that
is what
wants
happens
to
when you are
oppress
so
you.
fueled by hate that you become that which you hate, right? He
And Cyril
wanted
Karn
to,
is an example of
but who
sucking up
became
to the boot
so
that
full
oppresses,
of love,
thinking that you are wearing said boot.
so full of love that they were able to defeat the Emperor, and that's Darth Vader, right? If we didn't have the balance of what happened to Darth Maul, it adds to the depth of what happens
If
to
we
Vader.
didn't
What
have
Anakin
Cyril
is able to
Karn,
finally
then we
overcome.
wouldn't have. If Cyril Karn did not exist, you want to go the fate route? If Cyril Karn did not exist, Andor would have never left with Luthen. Therefore, Andor would never have been on Scarif and able to take the Death Star plans in order to relay them to Princess Leia, which would then get Luke Skywalker to blow up the Death Star. They're both equally as important in this tiny little galaxy that we've decided to write around.
Well, then we can agree that they're equally important. So let's just then we can focus on the arc, mine of which spans decades, planets, the galaxy. Yours, which is a very self-contained, small. I do wish there was more about Cyril Karn, and we could argue that there might be, and there conversely, there is so much of Darth Maul,
There's
and that's
too
another
much of
people
Darth
want to
Maul.
keep adding to.
We know every shit Darth Maul has taken for his fucking 70-year lifespan. Darth Maul is.
He was so angry every time.
Every time. He was so angry. Every time.
Okay, that's it. Done.
All right. That was good.
I could have gone another 30 minutes.
I gotta say, Matt, you have a really good arc. This debate from the first round, you were like hesitant, like you were kind of letting Pergron just kind of like roll
Wet
over
behind the ears rookie.
And then in this one, it's like you guys are full on like shouting over each other. So nice job.
I channeled Fox News on that one.
They're fueled by such hatred. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, Tiki.
Yo,
who you vote for?
Oh God. Unfortunately, Matt, I think for me this is a pretty clear sweep for Cyril Karn. I just think that Pergron knocked you in a number of different ways. I think one of the biggest knocks is that literally Darth Maul's first line in the series is about revenge, and it's like he's not wrong. It's like ultimately that is kind of what it's all about, whereas I think Cyril Karn just has a much more complex, like multi-layered arc that's kind of covering some of the same sort of cautionary tale ground as Darth Maul. And I also think Cyril Karn is his cautionary tale is a lot more relevant to what's currently going on in the world, or at least in our country, So I think that's got to give it some points. So yeah, I'm pretty on board with Pergron, but noble effort.
My vote goes to Matt.
Ooh, thank you, Dragon.
All right, Jokers.
I did not want to be the tiebreaker, so I'm going to explain to Tiki. I think Tiki did really well.
I would have had a really weird answer for this one. My answer would have been Andy Serkis from Andor. I just think that 3 episode arc is fucking perfect.
No,
dude.
that's a good pick.
It's perfect. It's rock solid, like 10 out of 10, no fucking notes.
Yo, that sold me. That sold me, Tiki. I think I'm also going to give my point to Matt. I was really going back and forth, and I think that's where I've landed.
Thank you. And now that that's done, I want to say Cyril Karn was my backup choice if Darth Maul was taken. And you know what I care about the most, Pergron, is what the fuck is in his box and what happens when Deidre turns out the lights. That's all I want to know about Cyril Karn. Oh, my friend, my friend who has grown up absolutely loving Star Wars. Her dad lived above the Man's Chinese Theater during the 70s and would get in line every day to go see it when it was in the theater. She said Andy Serkis is a good pull, so good shot there.
Nice.
Let's see, what comments do we got going on here? Also, let's update the score.
Yep, gotcha. 1 second.
Tiki, put yourself on the board.
No, I'm not going to do that. I I was tempted to.
One way out. One way out.
Since our last debate about it, have you watched season 2 of Andor, or are you still
No,
we
I'm still
haven't.
behind on that. I'm
Yeah,
so
you
sorry.
gotta get on that
Tiki's
shit.
what you would call a quitter. He's not going to watch.
Yeah, I need you to get on that
Dude,
shit.
Stop
please
that.
please tell me you guys agree. Episode 1 of season 2 is not a fucking compelling start, dude. It's not a compelling start.
If you're
As
gonna
opposed
vote
to
for
the season
Colby,
of love you gave it for season 1, that you can't get past one episode. I can't get past one episode.
if you're gonna vote for Colby because of the relevancy of Cyril Karn, watch season 2 of Andor for God's sakes. It's like watching the news, but with better special effects and writing.
Yeah, I need to get on it. I think I am gonna like resubscribe to Disney Plus. I haven't been subscribed for a while for
Okay.
Disney political
Fucking pirate it. I don't care. You gotta just
Yeah.
watch it.
We
I
won't
don't
tell.
trust pirating right now. I don't trust the
Unless it's
anyways.
from Hondo.
I don't want my laptop to get a virus. I literally can't afford that right now. Anyways.
This effort is no longer profitable.
Exactly. All right. Let's see. All right, I guess if there's no other comments we want to kind of shout out, I guess we should proceed to the speed round.
Well, the coin first.
You're right. You're right. You boys have put in a lot of hard work, and it's time to reward you for that effort. So, Beskar bounty time.
Hold on.
With
hold on.
boxes, kind of.
Are there no secret words this time?
No, not this time.
Okay.
Jokers, make a couple up.
Okay. I will.
I was worried it was when Deidre turns out the lights, but
Okay, sorry guys. Sorry, guys.
It's his secret box. It's his special box.
yeah. Glad it wasn't Dash Rendar. either.
Yeah, Dasher.
Okay, give me 1 second. My bad.
I have him pulled up, by the way, and that is the most action figure looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There's a picture of him with Turgle from the Jedi Jedi Survivor.
Why?
My boy Turgle. Turgle versus Claude, best Star Wars character.
Probably mentioned the Code Geass anime fan in the comments. He was very lost on who Cyril was.
Kogias, you also need to watch Andor and then tell me how much you hated it.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
Yeah, Matt.
Okay.
Gios is a famous contrarian. That's
Kogias
kind of his thing.
would be the one to be like, nah.
Tiki's the cover band for Contrarianness. Code Geass was
Yeah.
the one who originated it.
Kogias, watch Andor and tell me your thoughts on bricks and screws, please.
Thought
All right,
that
guys,
was
the coin, the
super
coin.
bland.
Okay,
Oh
okay,
my
yo,
Oh, the
God.
coin's here.
players.
It's here.
Okay.
Okay, Pergron.
Yes, that's me.
Do you want to flip, huh?
Fuck it, might as well.
All right. Let's see if fortune favors the
May
bold.
the force be with me.
Nice.
All right. No Watto. All right.
Watto. That's the heads of the Star Wars coin.
No, I said no. I said it's no Watto. See, if it's
Oh,
screw
no
low, it'd be
Watto,
like
got
it'd be like the dice thing from
Yeah.
Phantom Menace.
Quick, everybody. The first person to do Watto voice gets canceled. Go.
Don't fuck me with a good time.
All right, Matt, do you
Okay,
want-
remind me what happens if it's if I do tails,
you lose a point.
and then what's the option to skip? What
Well, it
happens?
means
there?
it goes to Pergron.
Oh, he gets the flip again.
Yep.
I'll pass.
If you
I'll
so
pass it
choose.
to Pergron.
All right.
Does Pergron have the option to flip it a second time, or is it mandatory, Dragon?
Do you think what would you prefer?
I either gain a point or end up back where we are. So
I wasn't asking you. I was asking.
I
Tiki.
think we should keep it to 2-2, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, if we can show it being 2-2, sure.
Well, okay, you know what?
Tiki,
I'm
don't forget to
juggling
add yourself
multiple
to the
different
score.
I know
speeds
you're.
within
I'm
the
just
first-
saying. Once we get there, I think we're going to be all set with your idea. I'm just saying. Once we set dress it.
The score should be
Okay,
2-2.
okay. 1 second.
Sure, take your time.
Hey, Tiki, the score should be 2-2. Tiki?
Yeah.
My God.
Hey, Tiki? Tiki?
Did you update the score yet? Okay, Pergron
Wow.
2, Matt 2. That's looking correct. Thank you.
Good job, Tiki.
You're very
Thank you.
Tiki Wild.
What did you just ship him?
Yeah, that's his shit.
All right. So yes, we are moving on to the speed rounds where things get exciting, folks, and I hope our audience members enjoy this. So, the way the speed round works, basically, whoever speaks first goes first. It'll be 30 seconds, in which you'll have 30 seconds on the clock, and then after 30 seconds, it'll be 15 seconds for a rebuttal. So you both get 30 seconds, and you go around again, you get 15 seconds, and we are also opening up to the audience, so the audience can submit questions, and we'll be inclined to use them. And the audience member who proposed the question will judge who got the point. So we have questions. The audience has questions. Fingers crossed. Hopefully they do. And yeah, it's a race to 5 points, and right now it's tied up at 2-2.
2-2-2.
2-2.
There's a secret third option.
That sounds like a lost Star Wars droid. Just 2-2-2.
2-2-2.
2-2.
2-2. Where can he be?
They call him like twos or something.
Well, there is a character called Two Boots.
There is a two boots.
Yep.
Who famously loses his boots.
Yeah, which is sad.
Bring that boy his boots back.
All right, Dragon. We don't have any comments as of yet, so
Remember, folks,
what are you
their
gonna do?
destiny, their fate could be in your hands. Okay, let's start with a Muppet question.
Hell yeah, there it is.
All right. Of course, as per tradition on our little show, we love to celebrate Jim Henson in some capacity. So we're talking Muppets. Which Muppet should be Darth Nader's apprentice?
You might want to just.
What?
You guys know who Darth Nader is, right?
No.
No.
Oh, come on, I can't be serious.
Dragon. Yeah, you might want to explain it.
Oh
It is the
my
deep
God.
cut from one episode of the
Oh,
Muppet Show.
it's not. It's like the episode of the Muppet. Oh, come on! It's like the Star Wars episode of the Muppet Show. Okay, so the Muppet Show.
Really, Dragon.
All right, fine. Okay, there's an episode of the Muppet Show that basically has the stars of Star Wars on there, and they have Gonzo as Darth Vader, aka Darth Nader. Who? That guy.
Okay, do I get to go first?
Well,
Whoever
again,
says their
whoever-
answer first.
Me,
goes
Rizzo the Rat. Rizzo the Rat.
Okay.
Pergron.
Gentlemen, do I even have to say it?
Wait, Pergron. What's your answer? I didn't hear it.
Do I even have to say it?
Yes. We need verbal confirmation.
Can
Say
we,
it.
all, can we all say it together? If I count down, can we all say it together?
No.
Here we go. All right, we're gonna do it. 3, 2, 1. Link
Gary
Hog Dog.
Kamanga.
What a hog. What a
Link
hog.
Hog Dog, baby.
All right, Matt, you go first.
All right, Rizzo the Rat. I mean, Muppets Christmas Carol, one of the greatest Christmas films of all time, one of the greatest duos of all time in terms of narration and storytelling. You've got that hilarious New York accent going, the high pitched. Let's see, we could call him, well, Darth Rizzo's a little too on the nose. Nose, rat joke. Okay. Yeah, logical choice. They've got good chemistry. They've proven it before. They will prove it again. And he uses the lightsaber to cut cheese.
And Pergron.
Rizzo's too good of a guy. Rizzo's like a good guy. Link Hogthrob is an evil, evil motherfucker. This is one of the evilest men on the planet. This is a guy who has traumatized me my entire life. And so, of course, he would be the apprentice seeking to destroy his overlord. This is a character, the rule of two, he needs to overthrow his master, and he is conniving, maniacal, and fucking terrifying enough to absolutely do that very, 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 very happily.
All right, just some context, Matt. It's a big running joke, like a big running joke on the debate that Nick Hogthrob fucking terrified Pergron as a child.
Pergron has the stupid irrational fear of Hogthrob.
It's very rational. He's terrifying.
Is that the guy that throws the fish?
No, that's New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Well, you said this guy was a Muppet expert.
I said I
said he
love
was
the
a
Muppets. I don't know who Link Heartthrob is.
No, Link
Tiki
Hogthrob, I'll give you
sold
that,
you
but
on
New
it as a
Zealand,
Muppet
man,
expert.
come on.
Okay,
throws
they're
his
both
boomerang.
kind of the same tier of obscure. Right?
No, come on, New Zealand. He throws his boomerang fish and they come back to
And
him.
it comes
it's a
right
very
back.
simple
Yeah.
gimmick.
All right, Link Hogthrob is the kind of William Shatner-esque actor pig.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right,
Oh, do I
Matt,
just start
you're up.
talking and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
Matt,
start?
whenever you start talking, then the
Oh, I'm
clock-
sorry. Okay.
You're
Yeah. Well, first of all, even beloved, even the people like me who took their first steps to go hug Kermit the Frog on television don't know who Link Heartthrob is. He's kind of a wet noodle. Rizzo, full of character, is the correct choice.
Rizzo's way more akin to a Luke Skywalker. He's the scrappy little guy from a backwater planet. He's a hero. Link Hogthrob is a wannabe actor that is classically trained and British. That's fucking Empire, baby. That's the bad guy. And so, of course, he'd be the best evil Sith.
Actors are empty and bring nothing. Rizzo is motivated by food.
Wait,
and-
Matt. No.
Matt,
You're
Matt.
done. You're done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's it.
Okay.
It's just 30 and then
One
15.
rebuttal round.
That's it.
Okay, all right.
That's
So
it.
sorry.
Okay. All right. It's a little tough. I think. Okay, I'm going to give it to Matt.
I'll tell you what kind of threw me off of Pergron's argument right away is the fact that like he cites Rizzo as like a good guy, and it's like, are you telling me that like fucking Gonzo is not one of the most like heart of gold Muppets in the whole cast? Like, I don't know, it
Gonzo's
just
a
seems like a weird double standard. Like, like I think Rizzo is more of a scoundrel than Gonzo is.
Rizzo's a Han Solo. Should have said
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And Gonzo is like a fucking Luke Skywalker. So it's like, anyways, just kind of a weird kind of moot point. Okay, so before you guys fucking get on me, let me update the points. I'm
Yeah, let's
sorry,
be
I'm not
careful.
like fucking Jacob. I'm sorry that I can't
You know
do
what?
this. Like,
I think he's positive reinforcement. So when we see that score come up, we should
Tiki,
say
you're
something
doing-
nice about it.
You're doing really great, and we're all very glad that you're here tonight.
Tiki, we're proud of you.
Yeah.
There you go,
God.
Tiki.
That was
Look
really
at
good.
you.
You Tiki.
Look at the little prince go. Look, he did it.
That was so
Who's a
quick
good
and
boy?
efficient.
Yeah. Tiki, can you do that again?
Yes,
No.
please.
Yeah, add one to the other side though. Like, we don't like off balance things, Tiki.
Tiki, can you show me what the number 5 would look like next to my name?
You still haven't added yourself
Oh
to
my
the scoreboard. Tiki.
All right, okay. Tiki's fragile ego aside, we should let's refocus here.
okay.
Okay,
Joker
yeah.
did submit a question that I do genuinely find really fun. Do we want to go with that, Dragon?
I don't know. Are we sure we want to feed his ego now? Their ego now?
I don't know. I think it's fun.
All right, fine. We don't have any other audience questions.
My wife does say we love you, Tiki, even though you don't think I should have the right to vote.
Okay,
Aw.
debate it.
See, Tiki, she's
Be quiet, dude.
Yeah, this is the debate. Should women be allowed to vote
In Star Wars. In Star Wars.
in Star Wars?
Okay, Matt, you are a true comedian, my guy, because you are just like fucking running this call back into the ground.
You know who's also running the call back into the ground? My wife.
My wife.
Okay, I guess since we don't have any other questions, I guess we'll use Joker's question.
I think it's a pretty good question.
It's an all right question. Yeah.
So, which main Star Wars character would be better portrayed by George Lucas?
Jar Jar Binks.
He's the key to it all.
Oh, and then I say what I'm going to argue for. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
No, you got it. It's the race.
Are we talking George now or George like 1977?
Joker?
I think the George Lucas that I picture in my head is
Yeah.
the one from all those like Phantom Menace documentaries where he's like kind of crazy. Jar Jar's the key to all this.
It's like poetry.
Like peak
It
power
rhymes.
George Lucas.
If
All
we're
right, that's-
applying conditions, it seems to be circa the early 2000s.
Okay, that's like plaid shirt era.
Yes,
plaid
yeah.
red shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm
Plaid
going to say
shirt,
Lothgray,
plaid
the chief, the Ewok chief.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to like switch my screen over. All right, whenever you're ready, Pergron.
Jar Jar's kind of like the connection between all this, right? If there is one person that understands Jar Jar Binks better than anybody else, it's the man who created him. It's George motherfucking Lucas. George Lucas had a brilliant mind baby, and that was the beloved Jar Jar Binks, and yet somehow he was hated on by so many people for so long. If there was going to be one person who could really bring out what his vision for Jar Jar is, it's George himself. And I think that if George had portrayed Jar Jar, we'd all love Jar Jar.
Okay, Matt, I'm going to give you like 2 extra seconds there. You got 32 seconds.
Okay. I worked for the permit department in the town that George Lucas resides in. And he was constantly submitting permits to grow and plant more redwood trees. He's furry. He loves redwood trees. Let's just make him even furrier. Let him live in a redwood tree. Let him be Chief Lothgray. Let him go out on the high note of being the thing that the original trilogy kids loved and all adults in 1983 hated.
George Binks is going to be the single greatest thing that Star Wars has ever seen. It is going to be the exact vision that the visionary oversees. It's not going to just be like a little cameo. This is Star Wars, and that is George Binks.
All right, Matt, 15 seconds.
If George Binks did the voice as written, he would have been canceled and would therefore have not been able to make $4 billion to give to charity. Chief Lothgray hurts no one, does not deprive children of educational funds.
Oh, man. Okay. Before Jokers makes his ruling, I would like to do my impression of George Lucas as George Binks. All right.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I have one prepared as well.
Misa George Binks. Misa, your humble servant. Yeah. I'm gonna step in poopy now. Yeah. P.U. Yeah.
Icky goo.
That's all I got.
Icky, can you please say icky goo in that exact voice?
Icky goo. Icky goo.
Oh, the word for poo in Star Wars is poo.
That was really good. We send big doo-doo now.
We's going home. Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck. I should have said boss nass. God damn it.
Really good. I think I landed on Watto for very problematic reasons.
Oh God.
Jedi mind tricks don't work on me. Only money.
Now this is pod racing. He's Anakin.
Can we get the George cut of every character?
Yeah.
No,
I
these
feel
are the break glass. The break glass in case of emergency with Phantom Menace. And okay, if I can't afford anyone, or I can't make this movie, I'll just play all the roles myself.
I want to see George jiggle his jowls like Boss Nass.
Well, where do you think Nass got it from?
Now there's two of them.
Hey, can you guys vote, and then I can share with you the slam that my friend wrote about you guys?
My name is C-3PO, human cyborg relation.
Nope, darn you.
This one was really tough, but I think I gotta go with George Binks.
Oof.
I think that sold it for me.
I had that little one up in the chamber.
All right, so it's tied up. Again.
Are we gonna, in this version of Star Wars, do we also get George Lucas as Padme in Episode 2?
Well,
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
of course.
Yeah, that sweetens the pot.
You know, George, he loves his lower back exposed.
He
No,
lost
I
the will
killed
to live.
all of them, Padme,
I was just gonna
and
do
not
that,
just the
God
women,
damn it.
but not just the men, but the women. Yes, and the children too. Yes, I killed
You know
all
what the
of them.
scary thing is?
I hate sand.
Not
I hate
wearing
sand.
underwear.
It's
rough.
rough. It's coarse.
Unlike here, where
Gets
things
everywhere.
are smooth.
This just proves his point that it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Are you an angel?
That was so good. Holy shit.
You know he said that to his wife for sure.
Oh my god.
I don't like
Okay.
sand. It's coarse and rough.
All right, guys, we should just go through all the funny Star Wars lines. All right, we could be here all night.
Hello there.
But I was going to go to Tossie Station to pick up some power converter.
Oh my god. Okay. We have to.
It's over,
oh.
Anakin. I'm
Okay,
hungry.
10 more each.
No,
What?
no.
Please tune into the Disney Debates after show to just hear more of this.
My perspective, it was you who's wrong.
This is the kind of shit we need to put on a potential Patreon, dude.
Yeah.
Right after
Like
we
Disney
watch Andor
debates,
season
but like one person is debating as George Lucas the whole time, and the other person is Tommy Wiseau
We've
the
been
whole
we've been
time.
saying for years we got to start doing clips.
We do.
I know. I have been saying that. I know. Anyways,
George Lucas as Star Wars can go with right wing Curious George as
I
one
don't
of
think
the
we do
greatest.
that on
bits
air.
ever. I don't think that was on air. Now that I say it, that was just you and I being fucking hilarious.
That's a discussion for after
Okay.
the show.
guys,
Should we go?
guys,
Should we
back on
go?
track, please.
Should
Yeah,
we
we can
go
go.
with a
Sorry.
question in the comments, or should we use one of ours?
I really like Lexi's second question.
I
Should
do
we go
too.
with that one?
I really like the first one as well.
Well, it's not like anyone
All
else in the
great.
comments can ask questions, so why not?
Yeah, we can go with both if we have time. All right. So, but first of all, Lexi asks, which Star Wars character is accidentally the biggest theater kid?
C3PO.
Is that accidentally?
Oh, are we
Sorry,
going
where's the argument?
are we going back to that fucking fate argument again? It's just programming.
All right, save it for the timer. Save it for the timer.
I'm gonna go with the right answer, which is Anakin Skywalker.
There we go.
All right. Matt, 30 seconds whenever you're ready.
From the get-go, we are introduced to the duo of the tall, skinny guy and the short, fat guy, the comic relief of the film. And we have what is he? He's gold and shiny, folks. Everybody look at him. What does he do? Complain, never understand the plan, not know what's going on, yell, kvetch, kick, insult, and then get really, really sad when his best friend disappears and goes away. It's C-3PO, folks.
Anakin Skywalker is the single most melodramatic motherfucker in the entire galaxy. This is the most emo person. This is somebody that I can 100% see getting into an invested relationship with somebody who is not at all interested in him, and then immediately going and starting drama because of that. This is the type of person who is going to be the most annoying person on Earth. This is the person who thinks they're going to make it big. This is fucking Rachel from Glee in Star Wars. Okay? That's what Anakin Skywalker is.
We have one theatrical performance, and it is in Return of the Jedi when C-3PO tells the entire story of the first two Star Wars in the Ewok language. He was born to perform. He was born to shine. He is C-3PO, the musical theater child.
C-3PO is the gay theater director that casts himself. Anakin Skywalker is the theater kid. This is the person that signs up because he thinks he is the next best thing. This is the most melodramatic person on Earth, and he is going to make his problems everyone's.
All right, dear audience member, who made the better argument? Who wins that point?
Yeah, Lexi, you get to call this one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
While we wait for her answer, Beth says Rosendroid and Gildenbot.
I heard that got rave reviews.
Kogia says Anakin wouldn't last a moment in Dune because of all the sand. That is a very, very, very legitimate point. All right. Hopefully we can lose Lexi here.
While we wait, shall we do more George?
Oh my God. What about George doing like other iconic movie quotes?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Okay, someone quick, do George Lucas and Django Unchained.
No, absolutely
I'm
not.
Dr. King Schultz. This is my associate, Django Freeman.
The one line without the N-word in it. Good pull.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. Yeah.
I'll make him an
Right.
offer he can't.
Okay, we have an answer.
Lexi says tough choice, but I'm going with C-3PO. Really like the Jedi reference. That Jedi reference was really good. That was a really good reference. Yeah, I
Toronto
agree.
Gosh. Toronto Gosh.
Alrighty. Let's see. So Matt, you had 3PO, right?
Yes.
Alrighty then.
All right.
You're
I
becoming
like how like the George Lucas quotes just kind of like refried my brain a little bit.
Life's a
You're still
Yay,
here?
he did it. He
Over.
changed
Go home. The movie's over.
I'm so proud of you.
I dare you. I
Oh my God,
dare
Tiki,
you.
you did it!
You did it, Diggy!
That's great! Wow!
Yay!
Oh my
Guys,
God!
fuck off.
Did it just like a big boy. Look at him.
I dare you. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like?
This is a tasty burger.
Say what again? Say what again?
Okay, all right.
Now, if I have a milkshake, if I have a
Dragon, thank you
milkshake,
for being the grown up in this.
I do have a milkshake.
Yes.
And I had a straw. There it is. There's a straw. You see it? Now, my straw travels all the way across the room, and it starts to drink your milkshake.
I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my child. Oh, there he is.
I drink it right up, mister. Yeah, I drink it right up. I sure do.
All right.
It's in my jowls.
This is just why have I not done this as a stand-up bit yet? I really need to.
It puts
Right,
the
George
lotion on the
Lucas.
skin.
Or else it gets the goiter again.
Oh, hey,
Oh.
look at this pie. I'm a horny teenage boy, and I have nefarious ideas about what I'm going to do with this pie. Oh, yeah. Anyway,
Was she a great big fat person?
oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
The man gives a Star Wars, and you make him defile. How dare you? Do you know shame at all? Shame like a foreign concept to you?
Okay, Dragon, I think we should do our Star Tours question that you and I both
Yes.
independently came up with. We both
Yes.
had the idea for this one independently.
Yes, we did. It's very
All right.
serendipitous. And again, because Tiki was thought of nothing to make sure Beth doesn't have a question. So we're just gonna
Okay.
Okay, so
If Matt wins this, I demand an exhibition match with that most recent question.
Yes, I agree.
Oh my god.
And if he doesn't win this,
There's a
and we're
guy who
tied, I
hasn't-
demand
like,
that be the tiebreaker.
Oh,
About the
yeah,
guy
yeah.
who hasn't been in a relationship in like over a fucking decade. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I need that.
You're
I
gonna
need
come
that.
back strong.
that's where the comedy comes in. He's
Yeah.
he's so out of his depth.
Tiki Boss Nass is waiting.
Oh dear God. All right. Dragon Star Tours question.
Okay. Which Star Wars character should pilot Star Tours after C-3PO?
Babu Frick.
Nice.
Okay.
I feel like my answer is boring, so I'm not going to go with it.
Well, thanks
I
for
will
wasting your
go-
time up to that point.
No, I was debating whether or not I was going to pick it, but I'm not going to.
Pick the boring one.
You want to pick the boring one.
Don't fucking Jedi mind trick me.
He has to work on him. It's not money.
Now say it as Watson.
Baron Papanoida.
That's fucking George Lucas's character.
George Lucas.
Is he the guy that throws the fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baron Papanoida is the blue
Can you
guy.
clarify this? Like George Lucas, like it's not the George Lucas cameo from Star Tours. It's
Yeah.
not the
No.
guy.
Is it-
Oh well, no, from
No, this is
no,
the blue
from
guy.
Revenge of the Sith.
yeah.
What?
Okay, so this is, to be clear, this is the blue George Lucas, right?
The blue guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. blue
Okay, I just want to
George
make sure. Yeah,
Lucas.
this is remember when they go to the opera, or like like the ballad, like,
Yeah.
It's like a wide shot. He's not even really in it.
Yeah, but he did get an action figure though.
He
Dragon,
also
are
got a
you
Clone
okay with
Wars
this
episode.
answer?
Did he?
What? Yeah, he got a Clone Wars episode where his daughter gets kidnapped by Greedo.
Yes.
Oh.
Man, by those rules, I should have picked In Sync. But all right.
Regardless, so it seems like we're going with we have
If
Babu
you don't
Frick.
know, I can change my answer, but I think it's funny.
No, I know exactly who that is. Yeah.
Okay.
What was your boring pick?
I was gonna go with Hondo, but he already has.
No.
Mm.
Yeah.
He already has kind of Smuggler's Run.
Well,
Okay,
I'm sorry I
Tiki-
don't get to give a rebuttal on behalf of all my Japanese American friends about Hondo, but
Oh shit.
Okay, Tiki's getting bored. We should be getting.
Tiki, you'll be able to update numbers soon, I promise.
oh, are you waiting for me to start? I apologize.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
All right. Next evolution, it's time to pass the torch to a character that has been forced down everyone's throats as the new lovable thing, the adorable Babu Frick, right? Just imagine as soon as that cup, the divider lowers, hearing hey hey, and knowing that we are in for a fantastic ride. And of course, you've got to pick someone where things are going to go kooky, things are going to go wrong. We're going to accidentally be in the middle of an at Walker fight on Hoth. Babu Frick, logical choice. Let's go.
Star Tours has kind of faded with relevance with the advent of Galaxy's Edge. And so the best way to honor the legacy of an attraction is by putting in the legacy. And that is, of course, Chairman Baron Papanoida of Ordo Plutonia, of course, played by the legendary George Lucas. Imagine just, and you don't even need an animatronic. I'm willing to bet you he would just do that. I'm willing to bet you he would just paint his face blue and sit in the cockpit all day and just talk. This is the creator of Star Wars now doing the Star Wars ride.
Okay, Matt, I'm going to give you a couple extra seconds on the rebuttal. Pergron went a little bit over there.
I mean, two big rebuttal points here. One, George Lucas is already in the ride at the end when you crash into the hangar. He's there. We've already paid tribute to him. Two, we need someone charismatic, for God's sake. And as we have proven throughout the episode, much to Dragon's chagrin, George Lucas is the least charismatic option. Babu Frick.
Babu Frick would be so annoying to the point that people wouldn't want to ride the ride anymore. He's just, it's like one fun, cute little scene and it's fine. And it's like the best part of that movie, but I can't imagine a whole ride with him. Meanwhile, putting in the legacy of Star Wars as the one captaining through Star Wars, that's awesome.
All right, Tiki, because you did such a good job. What?
I pulled out my talking Babu Frick. There we go.
Are you saying that I get to judge it, Dragon? Or are you saying
because you did such a good job changing the score, you could judge this one all by yourself.
Yeah, you've been very good today.
Okay, well, I'm gonna change the score one last time, and by doing that, y'all will know my answer. All right. How about that?
Suspense is killing me.
Well, since you
Put it
said
back
one
to
last
put it back
time,
to 0 to
I'm
0.
excited.
0 to 0.
We're starting over. More obscure vehicles.
Dun, 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 dun.
The man likes whimsy.
I feel cheated. I don't see the 5. I feel cheated.
Wow. Yeah, Tiki,
Hey,
can you add a
thank
5
you,
to that?
Tiki. Thank you. Good job. 3 exclamation points. Who's a big boy? Good job, Tiki.
Tiki likes whimsy and
I didn't know you
Tiki
knew
likes
that.
whimsy and fun. And
I don't think he earned the juice box on this one. I don't know. I feel like
I think Tiki just hates George Lucas, and we should all cancel him for that.
I love George Lucas, man. Okay, like doing George Lucas voices as a teenager is one of the things that got me into comedy to begin with. Do not say I hate George Lucas.
Pergron, it wouldn't
George
have been.
Lucas is a gem of a human being.
It wouldn't have been a sweet victory if it wasn't hard fought and hard won. Good job, sir. Very, very good debating against you.
Yeah.
You guys still have
No, it was fun. It was nice to get my ass kicked by someone who wasn't Tiki this time. I will call shenanigans eternally because I was not even by myself, was once established the people's champion, that now the people must the people behind the show, the one pulling the puppet strings, are continuing to stack the odds against me, but whatever.
Yeah,
No,
thank you
well
for the
fought.
opportunity.
Good fight. Nice to meet you. Time for an exhibition match, because this
Yes,
is the most
absolutely,
important
absolutely.
thing in the world to me right now.
All right.
well, Tiki insulted the man's wife, so now she should get her justice here. So,
Jesus Christ.
And Tiki, Beth is available for the women's rights Disney debate that's coming up. So you just, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a Disney debate.
Rapunzel out of the tower.
Is Cinderella more than a slipper? Is it okay to kiss Sleeping Beauty?
Or
Minnie
Snow
Mouse
White.
God, that's fucking for the ages, right? Oh man.
are we saying we like silent women with the Little Mermaid?
1 woman, 7 men. Thoughts?
Tiana belongs in the kitchen, right?
Which princess ruined the life of her prince?
Is Bella furry?
Is Mulan trans? Okay, I'm ready to move on.
It's like poetry. It sort of rhymes.
Should Disneyland have Boys Friday?
Boys Friday.
Are you a bunch
Is
of
the answer up
Homelanders
for
running
grabs,
around?
Dragon?
What?
Is the answer up for grabs?
Yeah, it's up for whoever
Yeah.
speaks for
Deidre from Andor.
Oh God.
Okay.
Tiki, he
She
thinks
would
so
eat you
little of
alive,
you.
dude.
No,
Tiki's
I'm
looking at
giving.
pictures right
She's way out of Tiki's league. Let's be honest.
This is
Fuck up to
absolutely
say that.
true. I will not fucking argue that at all.
Tiki, I want you to just know that I am going to do this for you. Okay,
Oh God.
this is for you.
Oh God.
It's Chopper.
I really thought someone was going to say Chewbacca, but I think it's refreshing to hear Chopper being thrown out there. That's all.
He needs a man that chops.
Oh man.
Okay, so we have Deidre, we have Chopper.
All right. So Tiki has expressed to me that he is hesitant at talking to women. He's not sure how to initiate a conversation, let alone a relationship. He needs someone who can take charge. He needs someone who can walk into the room and say, Tiki, turn out the lights. And that person is Deidre, whatever her last name is, from Andor, the Imperial officer with a heart of gold that just wants a little boy to love.
Just so you know, if
This
you
is
still have
not,
time,
this whole episode is not helping with my fear of the scene infantilizing me. All right.
Matt, just so you know, going forward, if you do have extra time, you do have to yield it to the chair. This is an established rule.
Okay.
I don't.
You can
Yeah,
have my
so
two,
just
you
like-
can have the 2 extra seconds.
Well, no, not to me. It's to the chair.
Oh, I yield 2 extra seconds to the chair.
Yeah, so the chair can do what the chair wishes. This is a Tiki. You've told me before that one of the biggest issues with a relationship is communication. There's no issue with communication with Chopper because he exclusively chatters through what are most likely censored swear words. If you want someone who takes charge too, this is the war criminal for you. We're both setting you up with a war criminal, by the way. I just hope that you're aware of that. The difference is his is a fascist, and mine
Right,
is a
you're done,
little
you're
bad.
done.
Done.
You're done.
I stopped talking.
Chopper's
No,
a
you did
droid.
not.
Chopper's a droid. Deidre is a grown-ass woman who knows what she's doing. None of Chopper's appendages are suitable for hand stuff. Both of Deidre's appendages are. Folks, the answer is Deidre. Let's get this blind date set up right now. Tiki, get your special
Oh
box.
my God.
I would
I
argue.
feel deeply uncomfortable.
I would argue both of Chopper's little head appendages are totally able, but Dedra has been shown to be in a sexual relationship, which I don't think is Tiki's vibe. Chopper, meanwhile, is in a very not sexual relationship with that weird little protocol droid. I think that him and Tiki would get along.
Done. You're done. You keep fucking talking over it.
Okay.
You're done.
So despite Tiki's objections, Beth actually is going to be able to judge this one.
We gotta put lips on Chopper.
Okay, and can I also just,
Your
like,
stopwatch was at
misconception.
15 as soon as I stopped talking. If it went over on your end, that's your problem.
all right,
You got lag
for
or
the record,
something.
like misconception about asexual people, it's not that like we can't have sex, it's just not a big priority.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Tiki, I know you're able.
So let Mama Deidre come in and take care of it for you. That's while Beth responds, Little Blue Reviews 400. I mean, the answer is a Wampa, right? A Wampa on Hoth. Which piece of Star Wars should be a part of Disney on Ice?
Which piece of Star Wars?
A brick.
I think the disco song that's on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack that should be in Disney on Ice.
If we're going songs, I want the "I'm Han Solo" parody.
Yeah.
Connect Star Wars.
Well, then I want Siegel Stop It Now if we're going to do that.
I think Beth's dragging this out intentionally to make you suffer, Tiki.
Having a big think.
That's fair. That's fair. I kind of deserve it.
Yeah,
Tiki,
pretty much, yeah.
Tiki, which war criminal do you want to go on a blind date with?
Yeah. However this shakes out, Tiki, you're committed to this person.
It's so funny because I can hear Beth laughing. I can hear Beth laughing in the next room. I know she's voting. I don't know what the delay is. Honey, vote. It's okay. It's 2026.
What are you doing? Your taxes, Beth? Come on.
I was gonna go with Sice Noodles.
Tiki's gonna buy roses, man. Come on.
We're not in Texas. You still have autonomy.
I'm genuinely trying to.
Yeah, Tiki's house.
Yeah, I forgot Sice Noodles' name, so I had to change my answer.
That would have been a very good show.
Oh, that would have been solid. Yeah.
Yeah. And kiss
I was
her
gonna
from
call her
far
Lips
away.
McGee, but I forgot.
It's got lips that go from here to yeah.
Yeah.
She's texting me that she voted.
How about Claude? Tiki, you into big yellow slug guys? Star Wars has a couple options for you.
Yeah, Tiki, which hut
my
would you kiss?
God, dude. Matt, I am not seeing her vote.
Yeah.
Beth, do you just want to come
Or
in
is it
here and
intentionally? Is
vote into the
intentionally Tiki
microphone?
not seeing her vote?
No, it's not nonviolent protest. She's not showing you what real silence sounds like.
I hope this is a lesson to you, Tiki.
Yeah. Let women vote.
All right, she's just gonna come and say it into the mic. Here's the
God.
All right. The winning answer is we're going to make them a throuple. And Tiki, that way you can back out whenever you need to.
Go.
Just take your space.
Fair
Let
enough, fair
Deidre
enough.
and Chopper have a good time. And, a household always goes better with more people. So go for it. Yeah.
I'll just be in the corner awkwardly playing Mario Kart.
Our polyamorous king.
Yeah. Tiki, did you put yourself in the cuck chair?
It's official, Matt. You're cool.
Oh, good times. Thank you so much. This was great.
If only that's how Star Wars ended.
Yeah. With the throuple.
Turn off the lights.
More Star Wars
Zero,
needs
get
secret
my
boxes.
box.
Yeah, more
Get my
Star Wars
special
needs
box.
special boxes and thruples.
Bring the
Oh.
droid. We want to involve the droid.
There's the next movie theater popcorn bucket. Cereal box.
Okay.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Well, if you learned anything, folks, you definitely don't want to miss the Mandalorian, Grogu.
Coming
Thank
to
you.
theaters.
And thank you to our sponsors, Disney.
Yeah. Go see Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters. this
Or IMAX.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Favreau's back and he's better than ever.
All right, so I think we had fun tonight, right?
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are we to watch the Bear DeLorean face off, or him face off against the bear in the Mandalorian?
It's Rado versus the bear.
Yeah, Rada versus this.
Yes.
As long as
Here's
cousin
the
Richie
I have to
is
cook
the
a roast
thing
beef
comes running
sandwich
in.
tonight.
Here's the biggest issue with that casting is it's not going to be Jeremy Allen White in a big puppet.
Should be.
Should have been just him in a big hot puppet.
I'm sure they've shown us video of Rada, but I really want him to have perfectly Jeremy Allen White's face.
Yeah, we have not seen his face yet.
The rat
There is
face
a
hut.
there's a
Fucking young
non-zero
Walker
chance that it's just
face.
I
Like
need it
stretched
to be
over
just-
like the mom's face in Brazil.
Are you
just like
saying that
hyperimposed.
Are you saying next weekend is going to kick off Rat Hut Summer?
I'm ready. I've been bulking up.
So we should probably
I got
thank the folks in the
I got my
comments.
big slab out of the basement. I'm ready.
The big slab?
Yeah, I got my big
Oh, shit.
slab.
Dude, you got the big slab?
I got the big slab out. We're ready for hot summer.
Joker, I really think that you should return the slab or open my curse. But if you want to suffer my curse, it's no big deal. It's your choice.
Fuck, George Lucas put a curse on Jokers in his slab.
All right. So I'm gonna thank. We got Beth McMurphy, who did exercise her right to vote.
Woo!
Let's see. We have Jessica Lutz, who just says Beth is awesome. I believe that's the only comment she made. If not, I apologize. We have Joshy4079. We have Koki S Animal Fan as always. Therese.
It's her last name, or it's edamame.
Oh, how do you say it then?
It's
Era-
Teresa edamame.
Teresa. Okay, my bad. Yeah,
All good.
that is a tongue twister. My bad. Lexi Fuller and Little Boo Productions. I believe that's everybody, right?
You missed one, Tiki.
Who did I miss? You.
Yeah.
I do want to thank
Sorry.
Joshy4079 for the salt and pepper reference of "Come and take a ride in my swoop."
I'd like to just thank George Lucas for giving us this wonderful franchise.
We wouldn't be here tonight without him.
No,
Yep.
we wouldn't care way too much about these nothing issues if it weren't for George.
If it weren't for George Lucas, we wouldn't have been able to quote George Lucas in George Lucas's voice.
Thank you so much for having me, Tiki, and everyone else. But Tiki's the one who invited me, so
thanks for coming on my
show. This was
show.
a blast. I really appreciate it, and I've been watching the shows to kind of prepare. Clearly, I didn't pay attention to the fucking speed rounds, but it's good stuff. Keep it up. Thank you. This is really entertaining and fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming on Jokers in my show.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
Really great to have you tonight.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's great to be here.
and thanks Tiki and Blue Dragon 5 as always for coming on to our little show.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
I remember like 6 years ago when this was just audio only. We had no production value. It was just a little ramshackle production, and we've really built it into something these past couple years.
Yeah, the way the points get updated in real time is amazing now. Yeah.
We got a slab.
Yeah, I got a slab now. I'm a slab guy. I'm here. I've made it.
Yeah.
How soon until Dragon just cuts the feed?
I'm waiting for Dragon to do a proper.
I
think
I've
he's
tried,
ready
but I
too.
can't get a word in edgewise.
Tune into the after show for more George Lucas.
Hey, Dragon, I've always wondered, what does an outro sound like?
I'm so glad you asked. An outro sounds like. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We had a lot of fun. See you at the next debate. Goodbye.
Yay, bye.
I don't see anyone else here, so you must logically, by that estimation, be talking to me.